Hello everyone, Danny here today to talk to you about a really fun audiobook, 40 Thieves by Thomas Perry. However, before I get into that, I want to let you know two things. First, favor to ask, if like me you love audiobooks, please subscribe to my channel, join me on my audiobook journey. And two, I have a big announcement to make. That announcement is going to come at the end of the video because I don't want to take up a lot of time. But part of that announcement is why I'm doing it from my house again instead of the cab of my truck. Now, to the book. This is a book that I picked specifically so that I could do a review on it. It's been in my library, and I didn't have anything good. There'd been no good daily deals that had come out. I didn't have any credits left to spend on anything. So I went ahead and went back through, and I found the book, and I was like, oh, have I done a review on this? I haven't. Yes, I'm going to re-listen to this, and I'm going to do a review on this book. This is a very fun detective thriller combination kind of book. The name 40 Thieves is kind of interesting because the thieves, while they are a central vital component to the story, they don't actually come on the scene until almost the end of the book. The majority of the book is a battle between the Abels and the Hoyts. Now, who are the Abels and the Hoyts? The Abels are a husband-wife detective team, and they have been hired by a company to investigate the murder of one of its employees. It's a cold case. The police have given up on it. They're no longer investigating. The leads went nowhere. They're done with it. The company doesn't want to give up. For some strange reason, the company really wants to know why this person was killed. So they go to the Abels because the Abels have this reputation for being able to solve the unsolvable and being really good with cold cases. They hire them. The Abels start to investigate. The murderers find out that the Abels have started to investigate, and so they hire the Hoyts. Now, the Abels are a husband and wife detective agency. The Hoyts are a husband and wife assassin team. And you have the majority of the book is the Hoyts trying to assassinate the Abels. The Abels trying to stay alive and figure out who the Hoyts are, why they're trying to assassinate them, what's going on, and when they can, working on the mystery of this guy's death. What's really fun about this book is the Abels are just this really likable couple that you get behind and you root for and you want them to win. But so are the Hoyts. Now, the Hoyts are not good. The Abels are really good people. The Hoyts are not good people. They're killers. But somehow that the author, Thomas Perry, manages to make them someone that you like and someone that you root for and someone that you get behind. And so that makes an interesting component to the book because you have the Abels, who you're rooting for and you want to win. You have the Hoyts, who you're rooting for and you want to win. However, the Hoyts win, the Abels die. If the Abels survive and solve the mystery, they win and the Hoyts lose. So it's almost like by the end of the book, you're going to be disappointed because one of the teams you like is going to lose. That's not what happens. Now, I don't want to give away what happens, but I love the ending of the book. Very happy with the ending of the book. One of the other things I like is there are people in the book that you do not like. The murder victim is this really despicable guy who, when you find out about him, the more you find out about him, the less sympathy you have for him, the more you're like, good, someone off the dude. That's wonderful. Glad to hear it. World's better off without him. There's the middleman in between the people who hired the killers and the killers. And while he's not this totally, hateful, despicable guy like the murder victim is, he's still kind of slimy and you don't really trust him. There's a few of the thieves that die that seem like nice, really likable people, but they're very minor bit players. So you don't learn a lot about them. You don't really get drawn in. So their deaths aren't something that really bothers you. There are a few of the thieves that you're like, that dude's actually despicable and should die. And this is what happens with the book is everyone that you dislike and want to die dies. I mean, the book leaves you feeling good. And I don't mean to say that like I feel good because people died or anything like that. But you don't have people that you really want to live dying off. Anyone who does die, you're like, okay, I can handle the fact that that person died. Didn't really like that person anyway, or that person was such a minor character. He should have lived, but you know, he made a mistake and he went after the wrong people. The fight scenes and the battles and the drama are really well done. It's not just a whole bunch of, you know, shoot 'em up, you know, everyone's firing guns that never run out, you know, Hollywood kind of drama. They're really well done fight scenes. And the Abels, or the Hoyts, I mean, they're not just going to, you know, sit off, wait to see the Hoyts walking down the street. They set up some traps and some snares for the Abels, but the Abels managed to either think or fight their way out of them. They're both teams, the Hoyts and the Abels, are teams that you would not want to take on. I mean, they're good. They're really good at what they do. They're good fighters. They're good as a team. They're smart. They're calm under pressure. You like them both. And all of the battles are really well done. There are some fighters in the book who aren't well trained, who aren't good at combat. And they end up, I'm not going to tell you which team, they end up taking on one of the teams and they end up getting their butts kicked, and it's what they deserve, being dumb enough to think that they could take them out. They should have stayed out of it. The ending of the book does not end up with, you know, all the bad guys being rounded up and ending up in jail. It's not that kind of a book. There's a different kind of an ending to it. And like I said, I love the ending. The ending was really good. I really enjoyed how the book ended up. Everyone that got away should have got away. And even though they're not all good people, some are thieves, some are murderers, you still find yourself rooting for them, which is really interesting to me, how the author managed to take and write a book to where you're rooting for 90% of the characters in the book, even when they're opposing each other. Narrator was a great choice. Peter Berkrot, I'm sorry, I'm going to mispronounce the last name, was the narrator. Excellent choice for a narrator. Very happy with his narration. He does a really good job with the narration. As far as mature content goes, there's a little bit of language in it, not an excessive amount by any stretch of the imagination. There are some sexual components to it, but they're more like glossed over. They're in no way, shape, or form graphic, anything like that. It's a book that is written for adults, but it's not going to rattle anyone's sensibilities or really bother anyone like that. Now to my announcement. I have been offered and accepted a promotion with the company that I am with. So I am going to be moving out of the truck into an office. We accepted an offer on this house yesterday, which is why, if you look, pictures and everything are down, because we've been getting the house ready to sell. Now I'm working frantically to get it ready for the inspection. We weren't expecting this. Kind of came out of the blue kind of a thing. I don't know what its impact is going to be on my channel. I'm not canceling my subscription to Audible. I'm not going to stop listening to audiobooks. But at the same time, as a truck driver, I get 8 to 14 hours a day at work to listen to an audiobook. I can go through several audiobooks a week that way. It makes it very easy. Typically, you know, I'm several weeks out on what I have recorded that is going to post. I'll record a video and it'll get scheduled for like 3 weeks out from when I actually recorded the video. And I can also pick and choose. I can go, okay, that book, I can't come up with anything intelligent to say about that book, so I'm just not going to do a review on that book. I don't know now. I literally have no clue how often I'm going to get through books, how often I'm going to be able to post. I very much doubt that I'm going to be able to do 2 books a week. I'm hoping, and my goal is going to be able to do 1 book per week, but that's going to be one of those things that I'll keep you updated. It's going to be kind of a figure it out as it goes along kind of a thing. That being said, if you like my video, please hit the like button. If you like my channel, subscribe, turn on notifications. Questions, comments, feedback, please put them in the comment section. I love hearing from all of you. But most importantly, no matter what else you do today, make sure that today you listen to at least 1 really good audiobook. And I highly recommend 40 Thieves by Thomas Perry. Thank you.